Daniel from Leaders in Training. I'm at Mr. Tony's VIP today, and what is the VIP? We're about to find out. Let's go. All right, it's Daniel from Leaders in Training. I'm in the VIP, Mr. Tony's VIP, with Tony Moore. All right, and you might be asking yourself right now, what is the VIP? Why did he name it the VIP? Who is even Mr. Tony? So I got Tony Moore right here. All right, I'm gonna let him talk about himself, let him get into it. He is a leader in the community. And hey, Tony, go ahead and tell us something about this VIP lounge.
The VIP lounge, I started it roughly about 8 to 10 years ago. Went in business for myself because how everything was going. I was working for different salons. It didn't go well. So I said, everybody a very important person that I've been dealing with and everything. So I call it the VIP Suites.
But Mr. Tony here is only tasted a bit of success in terms of the barbershop. He had the barbershop, and then that led him to some other success in his life. So you want to speak more about this other success?
Well, the success I've done after I became barber, I opened my own shop in 1998, my first shop in 1998. From there, I just kept going. The drive, the family, the love, the support I got. So from there, I started doing personal training and working out real heavy. And like I say, we needed in our community, we needed each one teach one. So I decided to start doing personal training one-on-one to help people out, lose their weight, a better lifestyle.
Okay, so personal training. All right. So were you like meeting them at their gym, like home gyms, to do this work, or like what was this? You going out into like local?
Well, I started at like rec centers and going to people's houses for training like that, and then to the gyms when I got a little older and started going into the gym. So after that, I got a taste of that. So I said I opened on my own gym. So why I did the VIP suite, you got personal training, you got haircuts, get cut, get fit is my motto. So that's what I did.
Okay, so you more than just a barber, you're actual personal trainer. So you said something about having a gym here in the suite. So I guess we'll see that in a moment. But man, this, as I'm sitting here right now, like I can definitely, feel the success. And like I said, he has so much going on, the gym, the barbershop, this man has a resume, of other things that he's done as well. So get cut, get fit. That's the motto. So after you giving someone this fresh lining, razor, all that, gave them a shave. So from the neck down, then what happens next?
I promote health. Reason being because we don't take care of ourselves like we should. I mean, a haircut is definitely a plus, looking good, but you want your overall body looking good too. So I say a lot of water intake, take your probiotics, different vitamins and stuff like that, and clean dieting will help you overall all that.
So as you see here in the VIP lounge, health is wealth. So Mr. Tony here is doing a lot for his community. Not only is he making people look beautiful on the outside, but he's taking care of them on the inside too. Not only with the supplements, but he has a gym here in this VIP suite. All right. So going to that, because Tony's kind of well-rounded guy, one of my questions that I always ask my future leaders, but also my current leaders is, how would you define a leader?
I would define a leader several ways. Everyone's a leader individually, but I would say you have to really have that niche on what you want to do. Everybody is here on earth for a reason that you want to do, and you just got to make it point. Like I said, I love giving back, taking kids under wing for doing mentoring,
right.
Letting them see projects, letting them see where I came from, how long I've been doing this. Like, if I can do it, anybody can do it. It's not just a one thing that you can able to do. You can do multiple things as you see. I cut hair, personal train. I'm a general contractor. Being a barber over the years also, you become a counselor, a mentor, and everything. So it's like you got to listen. You got to know when to talk, when not to talk, because a lot of people going through a thing, and you never know what's really going on in their life. So being a barber is being a listener, being a mentor, and giving advice.
So being a pillar of the community and also being a counselor, as you mentioned, right now we are going through a global pandemic, and I've been curious of how that has affected people within this industry. So how has the pandemic affected you?
Well, it affects us tremendously because we're not open to the public like all the time. Like now we cut down to doing social distancing, and we also cutting down to doing appointments now. So I just stick with it, do what I can, stay positive, keep it going. And we're gonna pull our way through this.
Okay, all right. And just if we think about like within your role as a barber, but just even in general, a support system, because you already mentioned that as a barber you speak to people and you listen and do things like this. But who is supporting, Mr. Tony when he's going through this time? What's been part of your support system?
My support system has been, like I say, my kids, my parents, life skills that I've been through, church, having belief and everything, that anything is possible. We all go through things and things can't happen. So really, I stay strong-minded and just go for it.
Okay.
I try not to think negative. I take a little woosah every day, if you say 30 minutes to myself to keep mental focus.
Gotcha. Okay. So given that, we are in a pandemic and like you said, given the restriction that has been on barbershops, beauty salons, what are like some of the financial steps you've taken pre-pandemic and also during the pandemic to ensure that, you can still pay your bills and, take care of your family?
Well, the rainy days do come. Now we're getting rainy months. So actually I've been saving and just putting up, making sure, living fruitful instead of just living beyond my means. So anything can happen. So therefore I've been staying saving and taking care of bills, paying up stuff when I can. If you make any extra money, and I feel everybody know we barbers make a lot of money sometimes. So therefore pay your bills up, take care of your business like you should.
Right. And I was always told to, when I recently set up a bank account, which I've already knew, but they always remind you, pay yourself first.
Yes.
When you get that check come in every 2 weeks, or however, whenever frequently your money comes in, pay yourself first. Put a little something to the side for that rainy day.
Exactly.
Okay. So just kind of segue into, now we're talking about Tony and his, I don't want to say age again, but at your
the little
age.
Tony back in the day.
So yeah, the younger version
Tony
of Tony.
back in the day.
What advice would you give? Your younger financial advice. Would you give your younger self?
My younger self would give. Every time I got $1 back in the day, or then trying to save it, it was kind of not important. But now I really see it's really important to save $1, or just take care of your business like you should. I mean, living fruitful is fine, but just make sure you save, have a support team. Hey, just make sure you take care of what you got to do, because money is not growing on trees.
Right, but they'll tell us all day it's growing
Right.
on trees. So I'm glad you know, and especially now, given what we're going through, they say the inflation is rising.
Yeah.
The value of the dollar is going down. So we definitely have to be aware of that. And like you said, no, money is growing on trees. Whatever is growing is definitely not on trees. Gotta find something for me and the team so we can hit this gym back here in the VIP suite. We got this sauce right here. All right, about to get cut, get fit at the VIP suite. All right, so in addition to that, with everything going on, with all your success, and I'm, my leaders, of course, you're gonna in the process of you building and you getting to that point. Believe it or not, there's people who's gonna look at you and be like, man, he can't do that or she can't do that. So I know Mr. Tony had to have some naysayers, some people, I call them haters. I go ahead and say it. But just did you have any haters in that process? And then what would be your advice if you are dealing with someone who's saying, you know what, you can't do something?
Yeah, there was a lot of haters, but I mean, I blow that off. Also known as Debbie Downers. Just saying you're not gonna make it, or just got negative stuff to say all the time instead of giving you positive vibe, what you should do for everybody. people just be in their own little funk about anything that's going on. So if they see somebody making it, they should always support instead of having something negative to say.
Right. And that's huge. We want to make sure that we are supporting everyone's endeavors as they, no matter what they're trying to do. Like I said, I believe in forming a team. Leaving Mr. Moore right here, Tony, part of my team. My wife, part of my team. So these are people that, you never know who you might lean on in that support system. Okay. And if we think about, once again, this is Mr. Tony's VIP Lounge or Suites. Sorry, but
let's go to the
respect,
Suite Lounge.
Respect on the name. But we talk about getting to this step, and we'll just go with just becoming a barber. What are some of those 3 action steps that we want to leave here on the camera to give someone who's aspiring to be a barber?
Well, one, if you are aspiring to being a barber first is being an artist, because it's an art that we do. Cutting hair is just not anybody can just pick it up and go do it. 2, do it the right way. Get your license. Take care of your business. Pass the state board. Do what you need to do in that part of the aspect. Second, again, save your money. Do what you need to do. So if you're going to work in somebody's shop or you want to own your own shop one day, it can be done. You just got to save and put your plan together and start doing it. Because if you don't, you can't make it. But you got to put your plan together. And you got to surround yourself around positive people. People that's going to support you.
Right. So you're going back to, building that team, having that support system. And, like you said it once again, save, which is, in my mind, I'm going to pay myself first. So if I make $1, I'm putting 50 cents, if not more, to the side.
75 cents, I put the quarter away.
Right.
Something like that.
I'm wilding out on the quarter today, but that's
Right.
75 cents going to the side. So, all right, so we've wrapped up here at Mr. Tony's VIP. Tony Moore was a gracious host. He opened the doors to me as I interviewed him, gave us tons of great information, gems. Please make sure that you are writing those things down, those things that you're putting to use daily as you build your own business, as you become the next future leader. Please remember, like, share the video. The content I'm putting out there is for you to utilize. Hey, and even someone who's not on this platform, share it with them. Okay? So you have a great day, and look forward to the next video from Leaders in Training.